You mentioned exports to the UK a few times already. The question is, why bother? Why don't you just focus more on the local market rather than aiming towards the UK market, where there's a higher cost in making the cars fit the market, the engine options?
No, we cannot just look at the domestic market, because domestic market is small, at the most 700,000, and we are sharing this market with all the car makers in the world, and also with Proton. So the percentage of our sale would shrink. To counter that, we have to export, because the export market is obviously huge, and we need to go and say that our car can compete with others. But because of the restriction and the protection, we cannot go there. So we have to conform to what is it that they want. And the export market is a very important market. In the past, we were able to export to the UK, for example, 25,000 cars. That's big. But now the standards have changed. We can't export even a single car. And yet we see cars from UK, from France, from Germany coming in here freely. We don't restrict. So we have to go into their market as much as they can come into our market. And ASEAN markets are also protective. Although the ASEAN market is growing, there are certain conditions that they impose. Mainly it is tax. We now have to compete with foreign cars selling in these ASEAN countries. The way through is really to set up some manufacturing in the country. Those people have invested in the production of the cars in Indonesia, for example. We are trying to sell completely built up cars there, and that is subject to tax. Indonesia not so high, but still it is high now. So their cars are cheaper because they manufacture there. Our cars are dearer because we send completely built cars. So now we have to rethink. We have to assemble or produce the car, some parts of the car in the country at all. So we have, for example, gone to Bangladesh, not a very big automotive market, but we have to learn how to produce parts of the car in the country. And we want to go to China. In China, the condition is everything must be sourced from China. We have to learn that these different countries have got different, and in the ASEAN country, Vietnam is left-hand drive. We have to provide left-hand drive. Myanmar is coming up. Thailand has now suddenly increased its specs to conform with European standards, and suddenly our cars cannot go in there. All these are problems. Each country, different problem, and we have to solve the problem for each country, because to us, the ASEAN market is very important. Indonesia sells more than 1 million cars. Thailand, of course, produces cars for export. And Vietnam is coming up. The Philippines needs cars. If we neglect this ASEAN market, of course, we are going to lose out. We are going to go there, but to make our cars acceptable to their country, we have to know what they want. For example, in Indonesia, they like pickup trucks. If we send a complete sedan, it doesn't sell. And besides, we have to send completely built up. Others are manufacturing there, and they are cheaper, we are dearer. So we have to study each market, find out what it is that they want, and reduce our costs through some local manufacturing ability.